Hello guys, I'm Samantha. Today we are going to have a look at the Keltner channel. But before we start, I'd like to remind you that if you're interested, join to my VIP Telegram group where I share all my trades. You can text me directly on Telegram, so I personally answer you and add you to my private group with signals. Please don't forget that there's a limit of 100 people, so you need to be quick to get there. Okay, and now I will explain how the Keltner channel works. We added to the graph, blue stripes appear, and now I explain it in the simplest language so that everyone understands. When the candle closes and breaks through the lower level of the indicator and is fixed below, this is our trade signal. Here is the chart past here. There are also false signals, that is, here you can make a mistake, and the same thing if it closes from above, that is, it will be a signal of an increase. Here you can trade and here you can trade too, but this is all when trading for one candle again. So ideally trade with this indicator for at least 15 minutes, and we'll see how it works for 1 minute and whether it's possible or not. Let's look for currency pairs. That's again, we violate the basic rules. We do not trade against the trend, at least we try. And personally, my opinion is not to trade after such movements. Let's look for an entrance. There have been big candles here for quite a long time. What a nightmare. Today is the day before the holiday and it will be hard to record this video. Unfortunately, there will be a lot of problems. The situation is similar on all charts. Some are up, some are down. We're just looking. Okay, here is an interesting situation. I take into account the fact that this has been going on for a long time and everything does not return back to the channel. That is, we have a very strong upward trend. We can also trade on an increase here, but ignore the indicator a little bit. It helped us make sure that there is a strong trend here, and let's now enter a deal and let's see if it will be profitable. Okay, it didn't close very favorably, but the main thing is that we have earned here. We can go further. Here is an interesting situation. You can try to enter into a deal here, but again, this is a test deal and we will not risk large amount. Here we entered into a deal here, but I'm already a little out of time, so we trade on an increase. The deal is open. Again, we ignore the indicator a little, but it told us that there is a strong upward trend here. So we open a deal and let's watch. So actually, that's obvious that we were lucky. It returned to the initial level and problems began. We see such a surge, but then a small period of consolidations, that is, the top does not break through well. The main thing is we did it profitably and the indicator told us this. We at least saw a strong trend and therefore we succeeded. So let's look for the next currency pair and we will continue trading. So here we have a next currency pair. We have now closed. We will wait. I don't really like that it's at this level, so it's going down now. So let's wait for the rollback. I waited a little and I don't have time. Damn, I don't have time at all. Okay, let's keep looking. Here's an interesting pullback. I try to enter into a deal here. That's how it's fixed here. We put it right on the indicator. Let's watch. Well, we got into an adjustment, an interesting situation. Let's try to cover the previous minus and try to open 4 downside deals before the chart goes down too much, and let's watch. Okay, great. It's amazing on such a hard day, such a good signal. Okay, we're looking for further entrances. Here is an interesting situation. There is a trend for an increase. We see shadows here, so we will skip this moment and move on. Here's also an interesting situation. The trend also continues upward. We're trading for 1 minute, so we can try to enter a deal here, but it will be too much because I trade mostly on the trend, so I will look for moments where the indicator shows the entrance. Let's look for them. So I went through a few turns while the indicator does not show much anywhere. So we will look for moments for inputs yet. You have a minimum at the moment, so let's train it down here and let's watch. That's great, everything worked out, and I noticed that the pairs were opening and closing. Okay, so far we are trading well. There was only one unsuccessful deal, and there were already a lot of deals. I just noticed that we have already earned $2,100. There are deals from past videos, and now it turns out that we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deals and only one unprofitable one, so that's great. But let's keep looking. There is nothing much to say about this indicator. It is very simple and well suited for beginners, but also experienced ones also use it, so I recommend you studying this indicator. Let's look for more in the meantime. So here we have a suitable situation. Let's trade it down. I've been looking for a long time. I think then you can quickly see how long I've been looking for a couple. Well, I finally found it. And let's see. Okay, the last deal also ended profitably. It turned out to be a great signal, so we can still look. Let's look again, and if I find something interesting here, well, I don't have to look for a long time. We'll trade on a rollback now. It turns out to open a lot of deals, and that's very cool. I think it will roll back, so let's watch. Yeah, here we are, the correction, so that's okay, that's just let's look for something else. Also, I forgot to explain that this indicator makes it possible to enter into a deal from the middle line, but I will tell you about this in more detail in other videos. There will be a lot of information, and now I don't want to tell you too much unnecessary information that just can confuse you, so we will make it easier to learn. So here I see a strong downward trend, but there is a huge candle that scares me. Okay, here we have reached the minimum. We need to cover the previous minus and we need a good entrance. Okay, here I didn't have time to enter into a deal. I guess I was nervous when I used Martingale. I hate using it, but when I trade in commercials for one time. But when I trade in 1 minute frames, I have to use it. Wait a bit, I didn't have time here. Everything is 30 seconds left and there is no point in entering into a deal. Let's look further. Well, by the way, it wasn't necessary to look for a long time. If it closes now and gets fixed here, then it will be possible to trade. Yeah, we're not in a hurry to bet. We need to wait until the candle closes completely and the next candle starts. Again, some kind of adjustment. Now it's all rolled down a little bit, so let's look. Perfectly great trading for today. It's a hard day, but you can still trade. It's still possible to analyze the market. It comes with experience, so you need to learn. There's nothing simple here. It's all complicated. Anyways, that's all for today, and thanks a lot for watching, and bye.